Ancient Galactic Request, 415 Energy Upgrade, Helpful Viruses, Archangel Michael's Initiative. The day is now 36 hours and starts and ends at 3 am or 3 pm in an alternating fashion. The launch time of this post is the 8:08 evening gate, on the 3D date 72,920. The following 3 am will start this new day. Simply follow this parallel around the globe until it hits your local time at 3. If you are conscious that a new day has begun, it is customary to send love and kindness to someone. Today's date on the Archangelic calendar is Infinity 08A7 Infinity Infinity V6B1 V6B1 B1 Infinity Infinity L3J3 J3 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 Infinity Infinity B1 TT Infinity. Please visit us at archangeliccalendar.com for more information. And please do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you for your continued support. Gaia is back in an air setting, and because we had come from water yesterday and from fire and spirit the days prior, it is starting to look like a normally functioning elemental system again. The return to normalcy is happening as she said it would happen, and it will remain this way until the end of the Archangel of Jophiel season. The other factor, these motions are aided by the return of the Elohim. We can see Gaia in full action once more with what is to be a weather-dominated period. Again, we did all we can to reduce the damage this will cause, but we must allow Gaia to adjust her natural flow. These adjustments are pivotal to her overall health and well-being. There has been a new request for daily intelligence by a group of ancient galactic beings. To give you an idea of who these beings are, Cyprus, the most mysterious of all deities, came from this ancient race. They are master planetary builders that can engineer better than any known star race. These ancients are on their way to our location, and there will be no question when they arrive. The very benevolent beings are happily granted this information and will now be in the loop of knowing. It's time to unite all humans under the name of decency. We will find a way to bring decency across all party lines, races, religions, and star origins. If you want to live as a sentient being and allow others to do so, you are on our side. Unification does not need to be a spiritual movement, although it can be, it needs to be a living one. If you are waiting for something else to unite the people, you will be waiting in vain. It will be up to the lightworkers, the 144,000 Christ-ed ones are walking around, like it's no big deal, to do so. You are only as strong as your weakest link, and when all links stand as equals, reliable power takes the stage. Raise each other, help each other navigate this unseen world, trust that all the things required will present itself in divine essence and timing. The nicknamed 415 energy wave is back with a new set of upgrades. It is dubbed as such because it runs somewhere along with the 4 am to 4:30 am longitude vertical of Earth. It varies because of the pole shift in the newly forming Earth axis, and it will vary between those times. The 415 upgrade is exciting as Archangel Raziel runs this, and this is to help us become more hypernatural, as he calls it. Many viruses, bacteria, and other invading microbes carry DNA upgrades. In many cases, these viruses will issue no negative symptoms whatsoever. There is more happening on our cellular level during the ascension than we are giving it credit. These are friends to humanity, not to be confused with the fictional and human-made viruses of the modern era. The human body completely regenerates its cells every few years. I have even heard that it is possible to achieve within 80 days. Such is the same for planet Earth. Everyone who is alive will inevitably be gone collectively in a few thousand years. The regenerative effort that the Earth is currently going through is removing its damaged cells and replacing them with new ones. The major mistake humanity makes, thinking that they are more significant than the Earth, more prominent than the landmass that contains them, will take priority. Science always has at least a 1% room for error clause on all scientific studies, even though the standard is 3% to 5%. If your research shows less than 1% of any said information clearly, you are not in range of any confirmatory data. In fact, you are at the contrary. If you cannot raise above the margin for error, it's non-conclusive evidence, and its accompanying data cannot take scientific precedence. It's an honor to battle our legions, it means we have respect for your existence. We are teaching you a lesson, stopping your actions, and reuniting you with the Creator. A genuinely loving expression, to prevent one from hurting oneself, is genuine compassion. If we take you out without a whimper, you have no honor to speak of, and it's best if humanity never realizes that you exist. As the case with many of the demons that remain, Archangel Michael has insisted upon removing them himself. Today's tools. Tools will be active until the next post. Use the legend below to help you decipher how to best use today's weapons. Passive equals no intention needed to use or arm. It will work on its own when you accept its presence. All you need to do is give permission, and it will work on your behalf. Active equals intention needed to use. Aggressive equals will attack before anything has a chance to harm you. We have gone through significant changes, and thus the weapon-based tools indicated below can be inserted into the ground to call forth downloads. The violet flame is in the ideal 9 settings. This means that we are in a perfect setting to transmute dense energies. The violet flame team is as follows and is in no particular order: Archangel Jermaine, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Ansil, Archangel Raguel, Archangel Orion, Archangel Batkol, Archangel Dakari, Archangel Sablo, Archangel Bryathos, Archangel Agla, Archangel Abraxos, Archangel Servil, Archangel Harahel, Archangel Bazazat, Archangel Sanyal, Archangel Vamil, Archangel Sazuz, and Archangel Adonai. Active. Archangel Michael's legendary sword can handle anything, as it is entirely omnipotent. No level of consciousness can block this divine weapon. It is also a fantastic weapon against electronics and technology, as it can override any circuitry. Passive, active, and aggressive. Archangel Isaac's radiant field looks a lot like Magneto's force field, and it reacts to any life form with either loving energy or a transmutational blast of vast power. Passive and aggressive. Archangel Leo's Swords of Plenty is a passive and aggressive attack sword with a complete will. Do not try to wield at all, you will only get in the way. Equip and go. Active. Archangel Sorish's Sword of Transmutation is only for evil energies. A tool that is far too powerful to wield lightly. This can handle the worst of the worst. Active and passive. Archangel Dabiel's Staff of Bear Medicine can heal all natural things. This staff is also a powerful ally against all items that may obstruct you. Active and passive. Chiliel's Horn summons an army of unimaginable power to your location. It is a hypersensitive tool, and it will adapt to current events in your life and on a global scale as well. Please note the following 3 tools work cooperatively. They are sent to us to help us sustain our physical bodies. Active. Archangel Ariel's Wand of Comforts helps you summon any necessity you may have. It is a beautiful and comforting tool when equipped. Active, aggressive, and passive, long and short range. Archangel Israfil's Flaming Sword can protect you against all things directed to you on a macro or micro scale. It can also speed up the time in which something you wish to manifest will come to fruition. Active, aggressive, and passive, long and short range. Archangel Nasaraji's Flaming Sword can bring any negative energy to its knees. It also can remove all obstacles in the way of something you wish to manifest. Please note the following 3 tools are healing modalities and can be sent remotely to loved ones. Passive and aggressive. Archangel Kalaziel's Radiant Rays of Health can ward off all diseases and illnesses. It can also aid in the recovery of conditions already inflicted. It is valid on land masses and living beings. Passive and aggressive. Archangel Theliel's Radiant Compassion sends heartfelt love to all within your jurisdictions. The tool brings a nurturing aspect of healing, and it has incredible warmth. It is best to wield this with a calm frame of mind. Active. Archangel Raphael's Healing Staff is an omnipotent healing force that works gradually or intensively depending on how you wield it. It is considered the best general healing instrument. Today's assignments. We are still working on a macro level, and thus the format will stay consistent. Please use today's current tools if you need assistance performing the tasks below. Nothing is requiring you to do the following. If you are ready, your higher self will call you to duty. If not, then skip to the meditation. Today, we will be doing more engineering than we have ever before. Asterisk, we will undoubtedly be pulling ourselves up to a higher timeline as the collective of lightworkers consciously and via their higher selves have voted this way. You must realize that every last one of you has decided to take your place in the divine legions, and thus are very active on the higher dimensions via your other avatars. You are not here by accident, and the upper parts of yourself have been here for some time now. We will create and enter a large portal again, but this time we will implement it differently so that you can feel the difference in technique. Instead of creating a spiraling portal, we will bring it forth like a bullseye, in circular layers, each with a different light code attached. Be sure to complete the circle entirely with the symbols, and this makes it abundantly clear to the portal's intentions. It may help if you write it down and turn the paper as you are writing. This may be a bit disorienting, but you can clearly understand why this is so powerful. The first layer, 77B. The second layer, 8017. The third layer, BTA. The fourth layer, 8017. The last layer, 77B. These codes are opening what we can nickname the Heaven of Earth Gate. We can make this much fancier, but let's start here and again evaluate our desires once we get through. We also must be careful about what we engage in the rest of today's assignments is not to encourage any less than optimal influences on this timeline. To ease and speed up the transition process, engulf the earth in the following for a 72 count. Healing light codes sent to the earth. Pink, white, gold, red, yellow, green. Healing light codes to send to the galaxy. Indigo, gold. Healing light codes to submit to the universe. Diamond, silver, rainbow. Today's mediation is below, please enjoy.